Texas Tech men's basketball senior Brandone Francis has certainly seen his share of ups and downs. He transferred from the University of Florida after 2 seasons with the Gators and decided to move to Lubbock to become a Red Raider. It's safe to say whatever happened in Gainesville did not leave Francis happy, and his journey has been kind of tough. I sat down to talk with him about that, learn a little bit about the Dominican Republic, and even sneak in a couple of Spanish freestyles. Hey guys, I'm Christine Williamson here with Texas Tech's Brandone Francis. I'm gonna have him introduce himself with a fun fact. What do we got?
I'm Brandone Francis from the Dominican Republic, and I can really freestyle in Spanish.
In Spanish, not in English. Not in English?
Not in English, no.
Okay.
Spanish is my
So
first
how do I
language.
know it's a freestyle if I don't understand what you're saying?
It's okay, you can ask somebody that knows Spanish, they gonna tell you.
Okay, so are you ready to freestyle right now?
I'm ready.
He's ready. Let me hear a few bars.
Okay. Tengo el sonido, tengo el motivo. Esto está transmitido para todos los amigos que me tiran y me hablan y no son de nada. Tengo el estilo, por eso me dicen papá.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay, so I want to talk about something that I saw when I Googled you. I saw that this summer you went to like KFC, or was it KFC? Or Popeyes, some kind of chicken place.
Church chicken.
Churches, close.
Right.
Hopefully nobody gets mad at me getting all those confused. And you gave somebody the shoes off your feet. So I kind of want to understand what exactly happened there. What's the story behind that?
I was getting some chicken, and this guy came up to me and asked me about my shoes. He said, like, there's some pretty nice shoes right there. And I was like, what size you wear? Do you like them? And he was like, for sure. And I was like, do you want them? And he was a little shy, you know. He was, you know, a little bit, you can tell he had issues. So I was being super extra nice to him. And I just take him off and give it to him. Didn't do it for any pub or anything like that. Just didn't even know people was around. Just kind of wanted to do it because I saw his shoes.
Yeah.
And they weren't in good condition.
Yeah.
So I wanted to offer my help.
So you talked about how your second language is English. You just learned it a few years ago. You're from the Dominican Republic. I know you rep it so hard. Hard. When was the last time you went home?
I went home like 2 years ago. I haven't seen my mom or any of my family in 2 years, so it's pretty hard for me, but at the same time, I know they're watching, and they're gonna be watching when the season starts.
So a lot of people, I feel like they don't know that much about the DR.
No.
Probably not. So what do we need to know? What's your home like?
It's probably the best spot to go and have a little vacation. Just go out there and have fun, enjoy. It's a very poor country, but we have a lot of great places that you can go and enjoy yourself.
So if I wanted to go to vacay, what would I need to go do?
You need to
like,
go to my city.
Okay.
La Romana.
La
Romana.
La Romana.
Punta Cana.
Punta Cana.
That's where you need to go. That's what he's at.
Dominicana! Dominicana!
What's like a dish, if I was like, this is like staple Dominican Republic food, what would it be?
Rice, plantains, and either steak or chicken.
Okay.
And you also have to put the beans in there, you know?
Put the beans in the
rice?
rice?
You gotta put the beans in the rice.
Do I mix all that together?
You
or
don't
is
mix
it, like...
it, you just eat it, just kind of, you know Chipotle?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we, you know, kind of like that, but the Dominican real version, like real Dominican.
The thing about the DR that's crazy is like they don't really play like baseball is a thing in the DR, right? How did you start playing basketball?
When I was 7, I felt like it was in my blood, to be honest. I was walking down the street and my mentor just saw me, and you what's the name's kid? You know, my dad, Bobby Francis, he played in Boston College. He went out down there in 1994 to play in the DR, and you know, my mentor just saw me, asked me if I wanted to play, really.
Yeah.
And I just started playing, and I started getting better. I created love for the game, and you know, thank God it paid off. But I started playing baseball first.
But I was gonna ask you what happened with baseball.
I wasn't that good. I could really catch the ball, but I was a great defensive player in baseball, but I couldn't really hit.
The free throw, and you save the ball back out the side to Culver, and it works its way all the way around to Moretti, and then winds up in the hands of Odease and Brandone Francis. He loves this. Play into the crowd after knocking down a three.
So there's 3 current NBA players from the DR in the NBA. I know that you are friends with one of them, but were there any players that you watched when you were growing up? That,
oh man, Al Horford, kind of my inspiration.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I went to Florida in the first place. At the beginning of my career in college, Karl Anthony Towns played with him when we were 16 in the national team. We got Angel Delgado, kind of played with him too. That's my brother. Speak with him almost every week. We have another kid that is not in the NBA right now, but he made it. His name is Luis David Montero. And we all just a brotherhood, just really excited. You know, hopefully I get to be the next one up.
How much have you grown since you've been in Lubbock?
I've grown a lot, you know. I had the world in my hands coming out of high school. You know, have a path written for myself. You know, I didn't know I was about to be in college for so long. Coming out of high school with, you know, highly recruited and all that, and, you know, have a little bit of adversity. And when I left Florida, I was just mad at the world because I view my life differently. I never imagined me coming to Texas Tech, but you know, if I had to do it again, I would do it. I mean, it changed my life. It's getting me prepared. I can thank Coach Beard enough for, you know, helping me and making me a better human and a better player. And you know, I'm just ready to go.
You mentioned Chris Beard and how much he's helped you. What specific ways has he helped you grow?
He helped me to be mentally strong, and to realize that I got to work really, really, really hard to get what I want to be. You know, like I said, when I first got that, I was just mad, you know, why I'm here, or I shouldn't be over there, or like, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of things for me to figure out, being in love by myself, really didn't know anybody. He just helped me to be tough and have that 41 mindset. And I just feel like he turned me into a man, and it turned me into a better player, no doubt.
A wide variety of things. Here's Culver after the steal. Brandone Francis going to finish.
All right, so I'm going to have, this is how we're going to end this interview.
Okay.
I just decided it.
Okay.
You said you freestyle off the dome. I don't believe you.
Nah,
so
you got to
the
believe
only
me.
way, because I don't understand, the only way that we can make sure that this is the truth
You
is
got
if
it.
you freestyle a close of this interview right now.
Okay, what? Okay. Estamos en el Big 12, tú sabes que represento. Mírame mi acento en el pavimento, cómo me siento. Soy de Dominicana y estoy con mi amiga, que ahora es mi hermana.
See?
You got it right
you.
there.
I wish I could add on, but I really don't speak Spanish at all, except for, sí, and gracias.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.